Now, the idea of Mandela Day on the 18th of July was inspired by Nelson Mandela at his 90th birthday celebrations in London's Hyde Park in 2008, when he said these words. He says, "It's time for new hands to lift the burden. It is in your hands now."
And our girl Musa invited us to take along with her as she did her 67 minutes for Nelson Mandela Day at her favorite charity, Kids Haven. Let's see what she got up to.
I'm at my favorite children's home, Kids Haven in Benoni, the east of Johannesburg. And I've invited you to join me for my 67 minutes for Nelson Mandela Day.
Kids Haven opened in 1991 to serve homeless street children and those in crisis in Ekurhuleni, east of Johannesburg. Everything they do is focused on protecting the children and giving them a solid future.
Moira, this is such an amazing space. Tell us about the story behind founding Kids Haven.
But in 1992, when we started Kids Haven, there wasn't that goodwill. Children actually were dying on the streets of Benoni. In fact, in 1992, 2 children died on the street of Benoni. There was a lot of animosity towards Kids Haven being started here and no support of any kind. But it was just a few good people came forward who also didn't like the circumstances and wanted to help and wanted to make a difference. And that's how Kids Haven started.
Tell us more about your journey and what are some of the challenges that you faced? Was the public able to help?
There have been challenges all along the way because people tend to not like street children. You know, they're like in the wrong space and in our hair, and you know, street children get blamed for everything. They're the ones that break in everywhere, they're the ones, but it's not true. Because children wouldn't be on the street if they didn't need to be on the street.
Not only do you have a preschool on the premises, but what's also special is that you take some of the older kids to school. Tell us more about that.
So our children do start in our bridging school program. When they're ready for school, so if their behavior is stabilized a bit and we can find a space in the school, and some of our kids do very well. They're in a variety of schools. We use about 17 or 18 different schools around the area. Some children are very smart and some children need special education. And so you can imagine our transport up and down with schooling every day. But our children go to university, they study further, they do well, and you know that they always remain our family.
Currently in South Africa, we have a high number of street children. Kids Haven comes in as a service provider that actually helps in terms of addressing the issues that are affecting the children, because children are just children, but they don't necessarily leave their houses because they actually want to leave their houses, but because there are problems within their own houses, and then the issue of failure to parent them correctly, and as a result the children become uncontrollable. But Kids Haven comes in in that particular space to make sure that you facilitate some sort of children and parents engagement, and also trying to show parents in terms of what needs to be done, because children are just children and they need parenting, they need support, and so many kids are lacking parental care.
I think the main reason why I am here today is we wanted to make a change in people's lives who really needed it the most. And from our experience here today, we realized that these children need a lot of help and assistance. So we just wanted to help the little bit that we can. But this was a really eye-opener for us, and it really was a good experience. But also it makes us more conscious and aware of society and the people and the role that we as individuals can play. And also living out the dream that Madiba would have wanted us to.
We are here because we believe that we can give the children a second chance in life. We are able to give them the opportunity to belong, but more importantly to feel that they are part of a society who cares.
I'm in the presence of greatness with Billy, one of the kids who grew up at Kids Haven and is now a second-year business student at UJ. Billy, what does Nelson Mandela Day mean to you?
Being from a children's home, Nelson Mandela Day means a lot to me, because it's nice to see other people care for other people that have less than them and come out and spend the day with people who don't have as much. So it means a lot.
And how has today been?
Today's been an amazing day. It's been very busy. I haven't seen so much people come out, like to spend the day with other people and give back and, just move away from their normal lives to be with other people. It's been really great.
What are some of the favorite activities that you took part in today?
Definitely the kids, like the adults interacting with the kids, because they're babies and they still want to feel like they're loved and seen. So definitely that.
Kids Haven invited the public to spend some time with the kids with a list of activities they could take part in. Many arrived to give their 67 minutes and most stayed well after that.
Thank you so much for joining me here at Kids Haven doing my 67 minutes giving back for Nelson Mandela Day.